Every single time, every single crime, every single lie, early life. Every single hour, every single day, every single night, early life. I know it's hard to believe it's the whole forest, not one tree, and it's every branch and leaf. They're born to deceive, but I'm telling you the truth. It's not just one or two, it's every single. They all hate you, and it really breaks my heart. But their lies are off the charts, and they only bring us harm. You gotta get smart. So if you want to be safe and don't want to get replaced, it's best you start being based, or you'll get erased. Every single time, every single crime, every single lie, early life. Every single hour, every single day, every single night, early life. I know it's hard to accept that all the ones you've met lie with every single breath. They want you dead, but you must not be weak. Just open your eyes and see they always exploit the meek. See their vampire teeth, and it can make you cry to learn your life was full of lies and their face was a disguise. But you must fight. So if you want to live and protect all of your kin, you have to grow thick skin, or we won't. Every single time, every single crime, every single lie, early life. Every single hour, every single day, every single night, early life. I got my $7,000. I don't give a shit about dead kids. I got my $7,000. I love getting paychecks from Zionists. I don't have any morals, I just love to get money. I don't care about genocide, I actually think it's funny. I can spell Jerusalem or point to where it is, but I proudly stand with Israel as Apex, bitch. I want the shekels, reach and fame. I couldn't care less how many innocents are slain. I will go kiss the wall if that's what I have to do. I have no problem being a good guy for Jews. I got my $7,000. I don't give a shit about dead kids. I got my $7,000. I love getting paychecks from Zionists. Don't come at me with requests to debate. You just wanna pick on the only Jewish state. You wanna bring up Gaza and the USS Liberty, but who caused the pogroms of Jews throughout history? You're clearly jealous of the Jewish people and me. I know this extra 7,000 makes you see you're just a loser, an anti-Semite. You hate the chosen people and love to ankle bite. I got my $7,000. I don't give a shit about dead kids. I got my $7,000. I love getting paychecks from Zionists.
not my fault that I have to do this. You only pick on me because I'm Jewish. Stop being a jealous loser and go get a job. I can do what I want because I'm chosen by God.
All right, we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, ninjas. Happy Father's Day for all you guys. We only got about 40 minutes or so of it. But yeah, welcome to the stream, ninjas. Yeah, guys, I was cooked. I fell asleep yesterday, guys, in the morning, and I slept all the way until like almost 10 p.m. Man, I have been exhausted the past couple of days. As you guys know, I've been putting in crazy hours streaming, you know, long days, but it's all good. You know, the grind never ends. You know, I'm happy to do it. It is what it is. So we're live on all the platforms. We're going to turn we'll turn TikTok on here in a second. Before I turn on TikTok, though, I kind of wanted to address this article I saw that came through on my feed, because you guys know TikTok does not really appreciate anything that's, you know, feminist related or red pill. So let's go ahead and cover this real quick before I go into the true crime for the day. Gisele, as you guys know, Tom Brady's ex-wife, snubs Tom Brady as she celebrates role model husband Joaquin Valente on Father's Day post. And this girl, Angela, asked Grok, why did their marriage fail, right? And this says here, Tom Brady's marriage to Gisele ended because he kept choosing football and legacy over being a fully present husband and dad. She carried the family for years while he chased rings and built empires, retiring, then unretiring for one more season in 2022 was the breaking point. Gisele wanted balance and real partnership. Tom stayed in competitor mode. They grew apart on what the next chapter should look like. No cheating scandal, just mismatched priorities that finally caught up. She's moved on to what she actually wanted. So let's talk about this, because I talk about this in my book, okay? Why Women Deserve Less. Book 1, okay? I literally talk about this in detail in book number 1, The Tom Brady Effect, okay? And I talk about how nobody is safe from the bullshit, okay? Honestly, nobody is safe from the bullshit. You know, the thing is that you can have it all and still lose your chick, right? And look, I genuinely believe that it's not his loss, it's her loss, okay? Tom Brady is the GOAT, all right? He's going to go down in history as one of the greatest quarterbacks, if not the greatest quarterback of all time, okay? People are going to remember Tom Brady. No one's going to remember Gisele, okay? Let's make that fucking explicitly clear. All right? Let's make that clear right now that Tom Brady's going to go down in history. She won't. And I was talking about this yesterday. The reason why I wanted to talk about this, especially on Father's Day as well, is that this is the importance, guys, of not changing, okay? I was talking to you guys yesterday. I had a very detailed talk with you guys about how it's so important to never change, stay the guy that she was attracted to in the first place, and if she can't take it later on, oh fucking well, right? Because a lot of you guys will get a wife or a girlfriend, and you guys will change. You'll get fatter, you won't be as ambitious, you won't go as hard, etc. Tom Brady did not do that. He got a wife, he didn't let his foot off the gas, he kept going, right? And in the book, right, I talk about how, if Tom Brady can lose his chick, that means none of us are safe, right? And this is the importance of, it doesn't matter if you lose your girl because you stay the guy that she was attracted to in the first place, because you will be able to get other women, okay? You will be able to get other women. And at the end of the day, Gisele's just going to always be looked at as like a dumb bitch that ended up getting with her gym trainer. Like what? Like what? You gave up on Tom Brady so you can roll around on the mat with some random nigga? Like what? Like, are you stupid? Are you dumb?
You stupid.
So never ever, guys, change. Do not give up who you are. Tom Brady, as you can see, didn't. He lost a chick for it, but who cares? He could go get a younger, hotter girl at any time. That's the benefit of being a guy. That's the benefit of having your shit together. Because like I told y'all before, if you change, you're gonna lose a girl anyway. You might as well stay who you were and then stay attractive, because that's how you're able to get the first girl in the first place, by being a go-getter. Then changing, becoming, a former shell of yourself, fatter, softer, weaker, and then have to operate from a deficit to go back and get back into the sexual marketplace. Okay? Some idiot says, Myron, talk about Alex Cooper. Shut the fuck up. I don't even know who that is. And this isn't your show. Some dude named Nas200 in the kick chat. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Time to send you to the Shadow Realm. The future is mine.
And it's hilarious because I look at this guy's like chat history. All he's doing is telling me to talk about random shit. Shut the fuck up, dude. Don't come on my stream and tell me what to talk about. Shut the fuck up. That shit is so annoying. So fucking annoying, dude. You're not even subscribed to the channel. You're not an OSS. Shut the fuck up. All right? Shut the fuck up. All right? Hate when random niggas do that shit, bro. Not sub to the channel, not a member of OSS. Nobody knows who you are. I don't even see a badge on your fucking name. Shut the fuck up, dude. Like, all you niggas that like don't have a badge or anything next to your name and the kick chat, like, you're a peasant, okay? You're a fucking peasant. I literally look and I'll see if you're new here. If you're new here saying some dumb shit, you get sent to the shadow immediately, or you just get ignored. 5-2 missiles. That's a crazy name, bro. 5-2 missiles is a crazy ass name. Appreciate the chat, my friend. Appreciate the chat. Nothing more annoying than like random niggas trying to tell me how to run my show, bro. Shut the fuck up, okay? Do I go to your job and tell you how to salt the fries? Oh, I don't, do I? All right then, so shut up. All right? Nobody's over here telling you what to do at your job, nigga, so shut the fuck up. Holy shit, dude. So fucking annoying. You know? Sometimes you gotta like remind niggas like, yo, this is not what it is. Okay? Anyway. Hold on, let me center this thing real quick. Okay, I think that's good enough. Where else were we? Oh yeah, and then if you guys want to get involved in the show, MyronGainsX.com, super chat on there. Okay, super chat on there. All the chats come on through there. But yeah, anyway, when it comes to Gisele and Tom Brady, nobody is safe, guys. Anyone can lose their girl for anything. Okay? The key is how you lose her. If you lose your girl by being a hard worker, you know, your girl's complaining that you don't have enough time for her or whatever, oh well, dude. Oh well. Okay? Oh well. You just keep cooking, keep grinding, build up your legacy like Tom Brady did. Let her go get with some third-rate jiu-jitsu guy. Who gives a shit? Because at the end of the day, bro, Gisele is washed. You know what I mean? It's your here. Appreciate you for the 5. She's literally washed. You know what I mean? Post-wall, multiple kids. You know, Tom Brady's ex. You know? So it don't matter. Bro can replace her easy. Easy mode, replace her. So it doesn't matter. You know, and if, like I told you guys before, if you make your money, you stay on point, etc., you are going to command more sexual market value than your girl. And then as your girl ages and you age, if you do it right, you're gonna surpass her. Guys, as you age, right? Your girl maybe might start here, right, from looks. As you age, or women in general, as you age, it starts to become more and more equal. And then as you get into the 30s, you are going to overtake them inevitably if you do the work and you get in the gym and you take care of yourself. I'm 36, bro. I'm 36. Okay? I still maintain, you know, going to the gym. I'll dye my hair every now and then. Sometimes I keep the grays depending on how I feel. Right? Did a hair transplant, whatever. Niggas might talk shit. Oh, you did a hair transplant. Yeah, but I'm not bald, though, like you. Okay? It's my hair. It's literally my hair. Okay? No wigs, no toupees, none of that weirdo stuff. Right? Get in the gym. Look better than some of you niggas in your 20s. Right? Get a skincare routine. Whiten your teeth, brush your teeth, keep yourself clean. And you'll be straight. Speaking of clean, hoodies in stores, by the way. Okay? Hoodies in store, ninjas. We got the new 250th anniversary hoodies and merch in stores right now, guys. Okay, get them while you can. Okay, get them while you guys can. All right, 13 days. You guys got 2 weeks to get them. Okay, they come in navy, white. You got different bundles. Okay, you could get the Minuteman bundle or the Liberty bundle, or you could get the Sons of Liberty bundle or the 1776 bundle. Get it all for a nice price. Okay, show your patriotism. Okay, because we beat those British niggas. All right. Speaking of which, Keir Starmer's probably going to resign tomorrow. Bro took the biggest L ever. So England takes another L once again. As usual. But yeah, guys, go ahead and jump in there. Get it while you guys can. MyronGainsX.store/limited. Okay? /limited. That's how we do our limited drops. It's only going to be here for a few days. I'll drop the link for you ninjas. Okay? So go ahead and jump in there while you guys can. They're not going to be here forever. You guys missed out on the chimping out one already, probably. So get in there while you ninjas can. Okay. Give me 1 sec. But yes, the merch is live and it's going to be up for roughly 2 weeks. Okay? Roughly 2 weeks. Give me 1 sec, ninjas. I'm starting up the stream for you guys on TikTok right now. Speaking of which, by the way, guys, make sure to follow me on TikTok. MyronGainsXX is the account. I go live once or twice a day on there while I walk Frank. Okay? I'll basically take bro out. We'll yap for a little bit. And then we kind of do questions and everything else like that. So it's a good time. But yeah, get the merch while you guys can. Get the merch while you guys can. All you guys that are just joining in on TikTok, welcome to the stream. Get the merch while you guys can. MyronGainsX .store/limited. Okay? If you missed out on the last drop, here's your chance to get one. So let me read some of these super chats, then we're going to get into the show. Oh, shit. It's Nico. Thank you. Holy crap. I was supposed to jump on with him earlier. Shout out to Sneeko. Shout out to all the guys from Love Speech coming in here. We got a banger for you guys. We are going to be discussing a bunch of true crime stuff today. We're going to be discussing Durk, Sheisty, the peace talks being stopped in Switzerland, but then they're back on. Trump making some crazy stuff. We're going to talk about Chud. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. So yeah, shout out to all you guys from Love Speech joining in on the stream. We just started up, so you guys came at the perfect time. We just started up. And we're even up on TikTok as well. Okay. So yeah, anyway, like I was saying, be like Tom Brady, guys. Okay, be like Tom Brady. Become successful. Always push for your passion. If your girl wants to divorce you, whatever. If your girl wants to leave you, oh well. It is what it is. You'll always be able to replace her if you're a higher status guy. Trust me. Okay, you'll always be able to replace her. Okay, let me read some of these super chats that we're going to get into the show. Okay, we got here. Jump Bucket Sauce donated. Welcome, bro. Appreciate you for that donation. Enrique Rami gifted 5 subs. Thank you very much on Rumble. Jump Bucket says, Myron, I'm 6'5", dark skin, and I'm more muscular than you. If you saw me in real life, you wouldn't say any racist stuff. Okay, bro. Great. Nobody cares. It's a fucking weirdo. Myron, you see one of the latest YouTube shorts about OSS custom fitness program? Below 1 minute long. No, I didn't see it. Says that today's Father's Day. I want to ask, what's your advice for those of us whose fathers died when we were young? Make sure that you be a good dad to your kids. Okay? And be there for your kid. So yeah. Yeah, this guy's made a couple different accounts, it looks like. Weirdo. Anyway, yeah, I'll never, you hecklers are always funny. It looks like we got people in the TikTok chat. Okay, you guys are here. All right, cool. Okay. So let's go into Durk first, okay? We're going to go Durk first. Now, quick summary for you guys that aren't familiar. So, who is Lil Durk? Let me show you guys who he is, because I understand that a lot of you guys might not necessarily be into hip-hop, okay? Which is fine. We're not going to be too focused on the music. We're going to be more focused on the criminal case. So, Durk Devontae Banks, known professionally as Lil Durk, is an American rapper regarded as the pioneer of the Chicago-based hip-hop subgenre of drill music. He's often considered the subgenre's most commercially successful rapper. He initially garnered local success with the release of his Signed to the Streets mixtape from 2014, which led him to sign with Def Jam Recordings. The label released his debut studio album, Remember My Name, 2015, and his follow-up, Lil Durk 2X, in 2016 to moderate commercial reception before parting ways with the rapper in 2018. Yeah, so for those of you guys that don't know, drill rap really started back in the early 2010s with Chief Keef, etc. Chicago rap kind of, brought this on the scene. Durk was from that camp and, revolutionized an entire genre of music. That's what you guys need to know. But when it comes to the criminal case, a lot of it is gang-based, right? So for those that don't know, Lil Durk is a member of the Black Disciples, okay, who used to be aligned with the Gangsta Disciples, okay? I'll give you guys a quick little history on gang culture in Chicago, which there's a lot of gang culture in Chicago. So you go, hold on one sec, chat. So the GDs, right? The GDs. Okay, this is a gang that originated out of Chicago. So GDs or GDN or simply Gangster Disciples are known as a Growth and Development is an African-American street and prison gang founded by former rivals David Barksdale and Larry Hoover in 1968. The two came together to form the Black Gangster Disciple Nation, BGDN. So what ended up happening, guys, was they all used to be under one gang and they ended up splitting off. okay? And in Chicago, right, there's black disciples and gangster disciples. And your guy, Durk, basically is a BD. And the BDs would beef with the GDs. And this was, war on the streets between him and guys like FBG Duck, etc. Right? Without getting too much in the weeds of this conflict, what you guys need to know was that King Von was a part of the BDs, and he was aligned with Lil Durk. For those of you guys that don't know who King Von is, this is King Von. Obviously, as you guys know, very commercially successful rapper, right? Who passed away in 2020, November 6, 2020. Died in Atlanta. Now, this is where we kind of get into this criminal case. King Von was killed by some Savannah guys, some guys out of Savannah. Oh man, what's the guy's names again? Sorry guys, hold on. Because basically, he was fighting with, he was beating out Quando Rondo, and his buddy, Quando's buddy, oh man, what's his name, chat? What's his name? I'm getting a brain fart. Lil Tim, thank you very much. Lil Tim jumped out of the car and shot and killed him. Okay, let me see if I can get the CCTV footage for you guys here real quick. When Von was attacking him. And they used to be friends, but basically, here we go. So in the white you can see here is King Von. Okay. This is in Atlanta. Here's Quando Rondo. And oh, they didn't show it. What's going on here? Okay, he punches him. When he punched him, a fight ensues. And what ends up happening was Lil Tim hops out, shoots King Von, kills him. And what ends up happening was he ended up getting cleared for self-defense because, King Von was beating Quando Rondo's ass. And Quando Rondo, for those of you guys that don't know, quickly show you guys who he is. This is Quando Rondo, okay, who is, I think is affiliated with the Crips. But anyway, for the purpose of this discussion, what you guys need to know is that this murder of King Von, okay, would come back to haunt Lil Durk for a while. Because everyone would say, oh, you're going to slide for Von, you're going to slide for Von. People made fun of him about it. People, were putting constant pressure on him about it, right? And eventually, Lil Durk would slide. He would slide, okay? And when he did slide, it led to this.
On for 3 people who police say shot at a Savannah rapper, killing a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
Now, at the time, no one knew that Von was behind it. Excuse me, Lil Durk was behind it. Okay? There's Quando Rondo right there.
Shots fired, a fight taken to the streets, and this chaotic scene, the ending of a shooting that started in Los Angeles, California. Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV.
That's his cousin that's on the floor. And this is Quando Rondo.
Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight. It all started at this mobile gas station at 5:30 Friday evening. LAPD says witnesses heard multiple gunshots, then watched a couple cars zoom off. 3 people in 1 car shot at this black Cadillac Escalade. It's unclear if those inside shot back.
Can I get some space, please?
So basically what ended up happening, guys, was Durk had a bunch of his people go out to LA, paid for it on his business credit card, which was traced back to his LLC. They stalked Quando Rondo and his cousin, followed them around, and they ended up shooting at the car, killing his cousin, but not being able to get Quando Rondo. And this was all in revenge, obviously, for King Von being murdered several years prior in Atlanta, as you guys know, by Quando Rondo's camp. Okay? And at the time, they didn't know who was behind it, but then the FBI was able to figure it out. And, they were able to identify the shooters. And I'll go ahead and give you guys Lil Durk complaint PDF. because the FBI ended up writing a criminal complaint, right, to go and get Lil Durk. Hold on. Let me see if I could pull it up. This is the indictment. All right, here's a criminal complaint. This was October 24, 2024. And the reason why they had to do this, Chaz, is because Lil Durk was trying to flee the country. He had booked like 3 or 4 different plane tickets. Okay, bruh. Okay, do I really got to go and get this? Hold on, chat. So annoying. Do I really got to go on Pacer and get this now? Bruh. Yeah, I'm going to have to go on Pacer and get it for you guys because this is being annoying. All right, here we go. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah. I remember reading this, written by Special Agent Sarah Corcoran from the FBI. This was out of Los Angeles, okay? So basically, they wrote this criminal complaint because Durk had booked a bunch of tickets and he was trying to flee the country. He was out of Miami, so they had to write this criminal complaint, fax it over to FBI Miami or email it over, and they went to go get him. And in this criminal complaint, they charged them conspiracy to use interstate facilities to commit murder for hire. Okay? And just so you guys know, if you use a phone or, credit cards or whatever and affects interstate commerce and you're trying to kill somebody, that's going to become a federal case. Okay? So here's a criminal complaint. And the reason why I like reading criminal complaints, you guys know, is because you're able to actually look at all the probable cause that led to the arrest after the fact, right? So, let's see here. Okay, the hitman travel using funds linked to banks. I know the following based on my review of LAPD police reports, surveillance footage, of bank and flight records, witness statements, and homicide detectives from LAPD and federal investigators involved in this case. August 18, 2022, the day before SR's murder. That's SR is the acronym is the initials for Rondo's cousin. OTF members learned of the location of TB from a long-time OTF affiliate. TB is Quando Rondo. Okay, because if you guys look at his real name, what's his real name? Taekwondo, Taekwon Terrell Bowman. Okay, so the FBI is using his initials, TB. From a longtime OTF affiliate co-conspirator 4. After OTF members learned this, the following men took a one-way flight from Chicago to San Diego. Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, Houston, and co-conspirator 2. The one-way tickets to San Diego were purchased using an American Express credit card ending in 2039 and in the name of co-conspirator 3, who is also associated with OTF and banks. As you guys know, only the family is Durk's record label and gang name. Based on records from Apple, I know that on the same day, a number ending in 9595, believed to be associated with banks, sent a text message to co-conspirator 3 stating, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." Oh, man. But bro used his credit card. Like, come on, man. Based on my review of hotel records, I know that Grant rented and paid for a room at the Sheraton Universal Hotel in Universal City, California on August 18, 2022 using an American Express card and bank's name ending in 1015. Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, Houston, and co-conspirator 2 stayed at the hotel the night before the co-conspirators tracked, stalked, and attempted to kill TB. Again, that's Quando Rondo, by the way, guys. That's his initials. Based on my review of the bank records, I know that 2039 and 1015 credit cards were issued under an account belonging to OA and Astronaut Sounds LLC. Based on public information, I know that OA was bank's manager in or around 2022. That's the initials as well. Georgia Secretary of State online corporation records show that Astronaut Sounds LLC was initially registered by OA in 2017. A request of amendment was filed in 2021, and a new manager, Banks, a.k.a. Durk, was added to the business. So that's how they were able to link Durk, through credit card and LLC, like I told you guys before. Okay? And the people that went to go shoot Quando Rondo were following them around in cars. Okay? Let me see if I can pull up the indictment for you guys. Because obviously the criminal complaint was done so that they can go get him quickly. Right? But so here's a superseding indictment, which means it's the most, it was amended and added new stuff to it, aka superseding. And I think they got pictures in here of them following them around in like a white Mercedes or a white BMW. Some like crazy stuff, bro. Let me see if I can find it here. Man, I'm just going to have to go. I'm literally going to have to just go and, you know what? Screw it, bro. Screw it. I'm just going to have to go on Pacer and do it myself. Let me just go on Pacer. Myself, Central District. I'm going to teach you. I'll show you guys how to look something up on Pacer. So first you got to figure out what district it's in, right? So I know it's Central District of California because it's LA, right? So I go Central District, boom, click here, log in. Okay, this is how you guys find a criminal case. And then you hit query. And when you hit query, it brings you to this screen right here. So we're going to go Banks. And his name, obviously, his first name is Durk, right? Durk Devontae Banks. So we go D-U-R-K. Boom. You find his criminal case. Here it is. We're going to always click on the CR case, guys. CR means it's been criminal. MJ means it's been filed with a criminal complaint. Then it gets indicted. Then it turns into a official case. Okay, this is how you find cases on here. So we go CR, right? We'll just do this one with the 6, right? You go docket report, run report, and then bam, you find everything. Okay. All the charges, the defendants, all that stuff, right? So we got the criminal complaint that we talked about first. Then you got the first superseding indictment. And then you're going to probably see another one here coming soon. And I think it's supposed to go to trial this end of this year, chat. So I'm going to go here, superseding, because there were multiple superseding indictments. Third superseding indictment. Okay. This was filed June 3rd, chat. Third superseding indictment now. Let's look at the document. Okay. Here it is. Okay. Remember, guys, I've explained to you guys before, you always need to be indicted in the federal system. Okay. They'll file a criminal complaint. Then obviously an indictment is filed after that. After the indictment is filed, then, it's official. You've been charged by a grand jury. So, here we go. So they've added stuff here. We be sliding through, they block, and they don't know we have. So they're using pictures of some of the people that were involved in the shooting, right? Okay, so they've added pictures to this. Stuff from the music videos. This is when they were trailing them, as you guys can see here. Here's Quando Rondo, and then here are the two, assassination vehicles, an Infiniti and a BMW. Bro, doing a drill in luxury cars is nuts. Rental cars. Okay? And then here, you can see the shooters at the gas station. Okay? Oh, another funny part. They went to like a store to buy ski masks and gloves and stuff like that, and use a credit card to get it over there as well. Okay? So here you can see them doing all this, right? Insane. And, obviously they beefed up this indictment. They removed some stuff. They added some stuff, right? So let's go ahead. We're going to watch a video from our guy, Trapmore Ross, okay? But that is the general gist of it, guys, okay? So summarized. Lil Durk is a member of the Black Disciples. Black Disciples beef with the Gangster Disciples. This is how the FBG Duck beef was going on for a very long time with OTF and O Block and all this other stuff, which, you know, they're all BDs, beefing with GDs, etc. Obviously, with this gang fighting, right, these guys are predisposed to violence. These guys are predisposed to using violence to get their way, etc. King Von, separate of all of that stuff, with all the beefs or whatever, is a very violent individual. He's killed people, right? King Von is honestly, Trapmore Ross actually did a very good video on how King Von is probably a serial killer, which I agree. He's attached to several unsolved murders all across Chicago, to include K.I. A lot of you guys know that's the girl that famously killed, the guy that they named O Block after, right? Odell something. Anyway, regardless. So King Von sees Quando Rondo in Atlanta, punches him, assaults him. During the scuffle, Lil Tim comes out, shoots and kills King Von. This is back in 2020. Ever since then, Von, obviously distraught that his good friend and recording partner was killed and murdered, and being taunted, by the way, all the time. You got people like 6ix9ine saying, go slide for Von. You got all of his opposition, like NBA Youngboy, whatever, making fun of him, saying, go slide for Von, blah, blah, blah. So obviously this put an enormous amount of pressure on Durk to do something. And they did something. While Quando Rondo was in LA, he basically had a couple of his people from his gang stalk them and do a drill in a white BMW and an Infiniti. The hotels and a lot of the stuff was purchased using Lil Durk's credit card, and American Express linked to his LLC, as you guys read with me on the complaint and the indictment. They got them in 1080p doing the murder, and they were all arrested in late 2024. Okay, there's been 3 superseding indictments. There's been charges added, right? And the case is still moving in the federal system. FBI is running the case out of Los Angeles, and they arrested him here in Miami as he was getting ready to flee. So that's kind of the gist of it, how this all went down. Give me ones in the chat if that all makes sense. I know some of you guys already know this stuff, but you guys got to understand, I got a lot of people that don't necessarily watch or stay up in tune with hip-hop. So I had to give you guys that whole gist of it so it all makes sense. Obviously, I'm summarizing it. Am I covering everything? No, but I'm summarizing it for you guys so you guys know what's going on here. So if someone just tuned in and had no idea who Lil Durk is, now you guys should know who he is. Now you should know why the murder happened. Now you understand who the alleged victim was supposed to be and wasn't, and why they targeted him. All right, awesome. I see a bunch of ones in the chat. All right, let's get into A-Stone. Thank you very much for the gifted. Appreciate you, my friend. Now let's go ahead and get into the video.
Lil Durk's situation just gets worse and worse.
And I'm going to obviously stop and give you guys commentary and everything else like that.
Every single day. And I feel like this last paperwork that dropped really cooks Lil Durk. There's a lot of cope going around. People are saying, oh, this is actually good news. I'm talking about Mo Gangat, right? Getting charged with another murder.
Okay, Mo Gangat, for those of you that don't know, is a lawyer out of New York City. He's basically an employment lawyer, interestingly enough. He does a lot of hip-hop commentary, right? He does a lot of hip-hop legal analysis, but he's not a criminal defense lawyer, guys. He's a employment rights lawyer. This is what he's talking about. I'll show you guys real quick. He's been on Vlad several times. You guys are going to know who I'm talking about. Here he is right here. Okay. This is him. He made some comments also about the Lil Durk case. Let me see if I can find it, man. When did he drop this? June 5th. Okay, so this is recent. Okay, let's see what he's got to say. Let's see what he's got to say before we watch the video with Trap. With Trap.
What does the indictment say? Well, let's think about this for a second. 11 weeks before trial, guy locked up for 2 years, and the government basically says, you know what?
Let me turn up the volume for you guys. I'll play it again from the beginning. I know Twitter has some sorry volume every now and then.
Murder for hire? Forget about that case. Let's do a new case, racketeering. Lil Durk update. We have a whole new indictment. What does the indictment say?
And that was the third one here I got here for you guys. This is the third one. They dropped this one in June. Let's look at the charges real quick on this one. Okay, we got 18 U.S.C. 1959, 8 of racketeering. Oh shit. Okay, they upped it. 371 conspiracy to commit, stalking, 18 U.S.C. 2261, stalking resulting in death, Conspiracy use of interstate facilities. Yep, that's the one they had originally. Possess, used to carry discharged firearms. So they turned it into a RICO case, kind of. Oh, shit. Interesting. Okay, let's get back to it.
Say, well, let's think about this for a second. 11 weeks before trial, guy locked up for 2 years, and the government basically says, you know what, murder for hire, forget about that case. Let's do a new case, racketeering. These new racketeering charges.
Well, to be clear, they still have the murder for hire. It's still in the indictment. We see it right here. Okay, this is the new indictment. It's still here. They're just adding the racketeering, probably because he's a gang member. Very easy to do, by the way. Whenever you're a gang member, chat, it's automatically you're going to get hit with a RICO. Okay, not hard for the government at all to make a RICO case out of, crime when you're a member of a criminal organization.
Just tell you everything about where this case stands. For 2 years, you've heard that this is a very simple, straightforward, open and shut. We got all the.
So Boosted Up says, since it's Fed Sunday, $5 to send super chats on Kick, $5 on Myron Gaines' X website to get involved in the show or have a specific Fed question on breakdown. Thank you very much, bro. Appreciate you on that.
Evidence, they killed his friend, he paid people to go kill them. Well, that theory is now being broadly expanded so that the idea that this is murder for hire, no. The feds say, throw that out. It's murder in aid of racketeering because OTF actually has a subset of criminals and gangsters, and they're all involved in all these killings. There's a killing where Durk pulled the trigger in 2019. There's a killing where Durk paid for it in 2022. There's another one in 2021. There's group chats where he's on it allegedly and other people, and they're talking about snitches. Ask yourself one question for me, fam. If you had an open and shut murder for hire case for a 2022 murder, why is it that weeks before you're about to go to trial and cook the kid, you're adding racketeering charges and murders in different states from 3 different years and calling this the bank's violent gang enterprise? Look, I get why you're doing it. They're doing it because they need to get all this other evidence in before the jury so that the jury can say, oh yeah, this is a bad guy. Let's cook this guy. And whether any of that evidence has any weight, whether any of that evidence has any truth, here's the truth. The fact that they need it, the fact that they're trying to go get it tells you that this murder for hire case built on cooperators was not as strong as they were telling you. Now, keep in mind with respect to the cooperators, the new indictment takes 2 defendants out. OTF Vonnie, Kayvon Grant, and another guy, one of the shooters. So Vonnie, they said, was the guy who bought all the guns and arranged all the travel, and he was the orchestrator of this. Then they got this other guy, Keith Jones.
They're probably going to cooperate. That's why. Also, I think it's important to note, the reason why they're probably going to turn it into a RICO case, guys, is because here's the thing with RICO case that allows you to, why the feds like to use it. Number one, it allows you to get evidence in that you otherwise might not have been able to bring in because of statute of limitations. As long as the government can prove that there's what's called a pattern of racketeering activity. Okay, so like let's say this is what they did for the Diddy case. Matter of fact, let's say you committed a crime in the 90s, right? You were committing crimes in the 90s. A lot of times you're not going to be able to use that because it's past the statute of limitations. However, if the government can prove that it's a criminal organization and they've been committing these crimes the entire time, they're able to bring that in because they say it's a pattern of racketeering activities. Okay? So you extorting people 20 years ago or, doing illegal gambling or whatever, that might have hit the statute of limitations. However, now that it's a part of a RICO conspiracy, they can bring that in because they're saying it's a continued pattern from the organization. Okay? Also, you get way more time when you do this, when you do RICO. And then also, it allows you to charge the entire organization. Okay? The way the government treats RICOs is it's an illicit business. It's an enterprise. Okay? It's an enterprise. This is what and a quick little recap on the RICO, how it even became a thing. The racketeering statute, guys, was created back in like the 60s or the 70s. Okay? And it was used to go after La Cosa Nostra, the mafia. Back in the day, guys, the mafia was extremely powerful, and it was very difficult to penetrate it because you weren't able to really build a case because you didn't have something in place that would allow you to charge an organization as an organization. You have to kind of charge people on the crimes that they did. However, when it came to the mafia, as you guys know, high-level guys, right? The boss, the underboss, all these other guys, like, they weren't the ones actually committing the crimes. Hell, even the capos a lot of times weren't the ones committing the crimes. It was the foot soldiers and associates that were committing the crimes on behalf of the structure. So what ended up happening was the government had to create a way that they could charge the entire organization so that you can go after the higher-ups that never actually had their hands involved in the actual criminal activity, okay? And they did this with implementing the RICO statute. Now, the first attorney to actually successfully implement it, interestingly enough, was a guy named Rudy Giuliani. A lot of people don't know, before Rudy Giuliani was a mayor of New York, was the mayor of New York City in the 90s, he was actually a very successful prosecutor out of the Southern District of New York, okay? He was the one that brought charges against La Cosa Nostra, a.k.a. the mob, out of all the 5 families in the 1980s. And this is actually, interestingly enough, before, I think it was a Gambino crime family, if I'm not mistaken, our guy Teflon Don, oh man, he had murdered the head of the Gambino family, oh my God, in front of the steakhouse. John Gotti, thank you very much. John Gotti assassinated the head of the Gambino family in front of a very famous steakhouse. I think it's called Spark Steakhouse or something like that, out of in Manhattan. Okay, while the boss was dealing with the Paul Castellano. Thank you so much, chat. While he had been indicted, or while he was under indictment, right? And then he obviously was able to take the he became the head of the Gambino crime family after that, right? Which was unheard of to kill a mob boss, right? Because you typically need all the bosses to agree to take out a boss. But, you know, John Gotti did things a bit differently. And obviously he ended up getting charged for that later on. But yeah, that was absolutely crazy stuff. But yeah, Rudy Giuliani was the first one to successfully bring RICO charges and make them stick back in the day. And that's why they were created. And now they're used to go after gangs in America.
One of the shooters, well, both of those guys are off the indictment, suggesting that they have cooperated, taken pleas, but the new racketeering indictment, bringing in stuff from 2019, 2020, 2021, that suggests that those cooperators' testimony was not going to be enough to cook Lil Durk. Was
probably not, because they're probably gang members themselves and they're criminals themselves, so their credibility has issues. And then also on top of that, not just that their credibility has issues, the defense is absolutely going to attack them on that and say, hey, you know, did you guys get a deal? Right? They're going to definitely beat them up on the fact that they got a deal. So this is why the government has to bring in other events, right, to show guilt. Evil Johan, thank you for the gifted. Appreciate you.
Coming up next, everything. I mean, this is like starting a case from square one. You're going to have possibly motions to dismiss, bond motions, arguments about this music video that they want to use.
Which you guys can see here. Let me see which music video did they want to use. Let's have fun with this one. We got the picture here. Okay. All right. So over act number 3, on or before January 21st, 2021, defendant Banks filmed and starred in an unreleased clip of a music video titled Redman, in which defendant Banks is depicted chasing and shooting an actor who looks substantially similar to TB, aka, you know, Quando Rondo. In the videos depicted in the below screenshots, defendant Banks first views multiple online posts related to DB's death. Devon Burton, by the way, what the fuck? King Von. Yeah, Davon Daquan Bennett. Okay, so yeah, that's his real name, Davon Bennett. Davon Bennett is his name. So that's where the DB comes from, right? As far as multiple gunshots, you guys can see here, right? King Von's death or whatever. After defendant Banks, who was then wearing a mask, fires multiple gunshots directly at TB lookalike and executes the victim at short range. The video reveals that defendant Banks is both the shooter and the getaway driver who flees the crime scene. Oh, man. So they use this as an overt act as a part of the conspiracy. Okay, let's pull this up. Let's pull this thing up. Let's pull this music video up real quick. Unreleased clip of a music video, Redman. Yeah, feds. Yo, chat. The feds do be using your music against you sometimes, bro. They do. All right, let me fast forward this thing here to where the feds are using. Okay, hold on. I don't want to play the whole thing because I'm on YouTube, and you guys know how YouTube be. Unless one of you guys knows the timestamp. Is this not it? It's got to be it. I'm looking for the part where you can see King Von with the news titles or whatever. Okay, and then it ends. What the fuck? Is this it? Let me see if there's another one maybe. Because this thing right here, unrelated clip of a music video titled Redman, defendant, in which defendant banks Redman Durk. You know what? Our boy Trapmore will probably find it.
That's actually good news. That's actually good. That shows that the prosecution's case is so weak. It's so weak that they found other murders that you did. It's an absolute disaster. Now, I hadn't had full time to actually break down all of this paperwork because, ironically, I was off filming an interview with 6ix9ine and Mama Duck, and I did post a quick little reaction of this paperwork with Mama
He's talking about FBG Duck's mom.
Duck. That flopped. You guys didn't really like that because I guess I didn't really have the time to break everything down in great scrupulous detail. And so in this
shouts all you guys showing love on TikTok, by the way. Appreciate you, ninjas.
Video, I'm going to be breaking down absolutely everything about Lil Durk's paperwork. I'm going to let you know why he's absolutely cooked. I'm going to show you some
we do it all over here, guys. We do it all. We do true crime breakdowns. We do political commentary. We do cultural commentary. We do it all, man. We do it all.
Stuff that you might not have realized, that you might have missed, that you might not have seen. But Durk's finished. It's over. It's over. All right? He's getting cooked for multiple murders. I'm not sure this August trial date is going to happen. I think that they might push it. I think they might delay it because there's just too much for him to go through. But there's a whole lot. So I'm going to break it all down to you one by one. Okay? Now, one of the biggest...
Okay, very important for you guys to understand. When it comes to conspiracies, right? You need overt acts. What's an overt act? An overt act is when you do something in furtherance of the crime. Okay? I'll give you guys an example. Let's say... me and everybody else, right? We go down for bank robbery conspiracy, right? Now, what ends up happening is they're going to need to prove overt acts. So let's say I buy ski masks. Then I go buy the guns. Then I go get the rental car. These are all overt acts in furtherance of the conspiracy. Okay? So a lot of the times, I don't even have to commit the crime. Just the overt acts in of itself can get me convicted for conspiracy.
And most obviously damning things in this paperwork was some of this stuff where they've basically got Lil Durk on tapped phone lines. They're reading his text messages between his homies, and he's basically letting everybody know what he's going to do. He said, the day after King Von was killed, Davon Bennett, all right, Durk Banks texted co-conspirator 3. She said, I can't let this slide. I ain't letting shit slide. Von dying turned me into a different animal. That's not a good look. That's not helpful. There was so much in here that absolutely fries him, okay? Following the killing of King Von, he used coded language. He told co-conspirators, including DD, conspirators 2, 4, and 5, he would pay a bounty or monetary reward to anyone who took part in the killing of Quando Rondo. On or before January 21st, 2021, he filmed and starred in an unreleased clip of a music video titled Redman. In the music video, Durk is depicted chasing and shooting an actor who looks substantially similar to Quando Rondo in the video as depicted in the screenshots, right?
And this isn't unusual for them to do this, by the way, guys. King Von did the same exact thing with FBG Duck. Okay, this is not unusual to put your antagonist, a lookalike, in your music video of you shooting them. Okay, King Von did this in what music video was it? Yeah, took her to the O. Look.
Mr. Vaughn.
I'll show you guys right now. Like, this isn't something that these guys don't normally do in their music videos.
Just pop through, but she ain't crying. Plus this hoe is smiling.
Okay, no, actually, this after he shot him. It's probably earlier. It's right here, maybe. God, screening through these things is the worst. Okay, here we go.
He hollering this shit, yelling about a bitch, picked up a brick. He merged it on brick and threw it at my whip. Now I'm like shit, I hopped out so quick, then I raised my blick and I don't miss. I let off 2 shots, I hit him in this shit. Now Bunty quick, what you
Literally talking about murdering his enemy, getting a lookalike for the music video, right? So it's not out of the ordinary, chat, for them to do this.
It's overly fried and cooked. All right, I'm going to read you the whole paperwork in a minute. People saying, goddamn, Durk immediately started plotting long before dude started that slide for Von shit. They're saying, do you think he wasn't? He didn't slide for Von for the internet. He slid for Von for Von. They're saying, let these dudes tell it. The comments made him crash out. The comments didn't help, right? It says, which means that...
I told you guys, they relentlessly were trolling him on this, bro. Relentlessly, man. Relentlessly, chat. Saying, you ain't gonna slide for Von, It's like, yeah, commit this serious felony when you're a successful music artist for our entertainment. Yeah, this is why, bro, it's so backwards, dude. It is so backwards. By the way, guys, we're going to get off YouTube here. We're going to get off YouTube and we're going to get off TikTok. We're going to go kick only here in a second. Okay, so get ready to switch on over, ninjas. Okay, kick.com/MyronGainsX. Because as you guys know, I am censoring myself big time because we're on TikTok and YouTube. So let's get ready to switch over. Someone dropped the link on the TikTok chat for me because for some odd reason I'm like banned on. I can't even comment on my own stream, which is strange. But I can see that you guys are over here. You guys could yap. So come on over, guys.
Horny narrative of Durk being trolled by the internet to slide can be put to rest. Dude was determined to get revenge a day after Von was gone. Listen, Durk didn't get back just because of people hating on the internet, but that definitely expedited things. That's a fact. Okay, that's a fact. So, basically, all right, it continues. Okay, we continue. It says they got him on conspiracy, but with the M for hire, I think he's got a strong chance of beating it. They got him on the conspiracy of other situations which could fall apart for the feds, because Drew and Brian are going to say, how is this relevant? The feds got made fools of when they indicted with that song with Babyface Ray that was proven, not proven, cap, to be written before the murder. It's going to be an interesting trial. Nobody knows how it's going to go. That is a bunch of cap, okay? Bunch of cap.
Yeah, guys, do me a favor. Drop the link on TikTok chat for me. No, Kick is free, guys. Kick is absolutely free, and there's no ads. Damn, you guys on TikTok really don't. You guys are not aware, huh? Yeah, bro. Nobody streams on TikTok for obvious reasons. I stream on here just to let y'all know that I'm live and I'm going to get off. So come on over to Kick, guys. So I don't got to censor myself. All right? I'm censoring myself big time. And yeah, it's free. You don't need the app. Literally just click it and watch. You're good.
Yeah, they're going to bring those songs up again. Y'all saying he's so effing real, but I don't know. He might get cooked.
TikTok is soft. It is, bro. It is. It is. That's what I'm going to get off. YouTube is soft, too. That's what I'm getting off. Pause. So come on over, guys. Kick.com/MyronGainsX. We are getting off of here. And remember, we still got a couple of cases to cover. We're going to cover David. We're going to cover ChudTheBuilder. We're going to cover Sheisty. Okay? Updates on the Sheisty case. And then, obviously, we're going to cover the news with the peace talks in Iran. So we're going to do true crime. Then we're going to finish off with some geopolitics, okay? Got a banger show for y'all tonight. So come on over. Come on over, ninjas. It's time. I'm getting off of YouTube and TikTok, okay, guys? I'm getting off of YouTube and TikTok. Come on over. Trust me, it's way better for the guys that are watching on TikTok. It's way better on Kick because I don't have to censor myself so much. Okay? So YouTube stream is going to go down here in a second.
Yeah, this ain't a good look. And
I'll be able to play the full music videos too, by the way. I'll be able to actually like show y'all the music videos. So we'll do that too. Because the music videos has quite a bit of evidence. Can't do it when we're on YouTube and we're on TikTok for obvious reasons. And don't forget to get the new merch that's out. Okay? 250th anniversary of the US. Okay, make sure to follow MyronGainsX.com. Go get the merch. It's only up for 12 more days. Okay? But anyway. Gonna get off here in a few seconds.
They made it conspiracy too. Brian Steele going to be buried next to King Tut if they beat this. Free the realist, right? So this paperwork, and I did do a short about this the other day, but basically THF Basie was identified. Now they're saying that he actually might have been one of the people that shot at Quando Rondo in 2021. Now look, I have been screaming from the rafters about this. I said years ago that this is what happened. You all laughed. You all said it was cat. You all said it was cat. Oh, that didn't happen. That didn't have nothing to do with Durk. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. All right. I did this in a video 2 years ago. 2 years ago. 2023, damn near coming up 3 years ago. I broke it all down for you guys. I've been broke this down. Okay. I've been broke this down. This is exactly what happened. And they're saying that Basie was involved. So look, this is the incident. It says THF Basie shot at Quando Rondo in 2021.
Okay, guys. YouTube is going down now. YouTube is going down right now. Okay. TikTok is going to go down first. TikTok is going down right now. Guys watching on TikTok, kick.com/MyronGainsX. Okay? Kick.com/MyronGainsX. All right? It's going to be way better. I can actually swear and say what I want to say. Come on over. TikTok is going down right now. All right. YouTube ninjas. YouTube is